The Things I Think. Hello, fellow thinkers, and welcome to The Things I Think. Today we're going to talk about cisgender, and I'm going to talk to you about those privileges that we get being cisgender. And what is cisgender, you may ask? It is anyone who is not transgender, therefore, anyone who identifies as the gender that they were born with. Their sex and gender match up. It means having the biological sex of your gender identity, which results in people accurately perceiving your gender. If you are cisgender, there's a good chance you've never thought about all the privileges we get of having our biological sex match up with our gender identity. So here are some things that you should think about and be grateful, because life can be hard for those transgender folks. I know because two of my best friends are transgender, and we just need to appreciate what we have. So here's a list of some privileges that we get that we don't really think about, that maybe we should. 1. Use of public restrooms without fear of arrest, verbal or physical assaults. 2. Use of public facilities such as gyms and locker rooms without being stared at, feeling anxious or stressed because you know that other people are not seeing you the way you identify as. 3. Strangers can't just assume they can just ask you what your genitals look like, and they can't ask you how you have sex. 4. Your validity of your man or womanness is not based on how many surgeries you have or how well you passed as not being transgender. 5. You have the ability to walk throughout the world and generally blend in, not being constantly stared or gawked at, whispered about, pointed at, or laughed at because of your gender expression. 6. You can access gender-exclusive spaces, such as Take Back the Nightlife, Michigan's Women's Festival, and not be excluded for your trans status. 7. Strangers call you by the name you provide and don't ask what your real name is. 8. You can reasonably assume that you will not be denied a bank account, a loan, services at a hospital, or any other institution because the staff does not believe that your gender marker on your ID card does not match your gender identity. 9. You can flirt, hook up, have relationships, engage in courtship, and not have to explain your biological circumstances and not fear getting rejected or attacked or have the person that you like question their own sexuality. 10. You can end up in the emergency room and you won't have to worry about your gender stopping you from getting your appropriate treatment or that all your medical issues will be blamed on your gender. 11. Your identity will not be considered a mental pathology, a gender identity dissociation by psychologists or medical establishments. 12. You have the ability to not worry about being placed in sex-segregated detention centers, holding facilities, jail, or prison incongruent to your identity. 13. The ability to not be profiled on the street as a sex worker due to your gender identity. 14. You're not required to undergo extensive psychological evaluation before getting basic medical procedures. 15. You won't have to fight for your right to be part of the LGBT community because of your gender or identity. 16. You can easily find role models to emulate and to look up to who share the same identities as you. 17. If you're a victim of murder, assaultery, or battery, your gender expression cannot be a reason to justify someone attacking you. 18. Hollywood accurately depicts people of your identity in films and solely does not make your identity a focus of some dramatic storyline or a punchline of a joke. 19. You're able to assume that everyone you encounter will easily accept and understand your identity, and they will not think you're confused, misled, lost, or sick. 20. You can go shopping and purchase clothes that match your gender expression without sales associates mocking you or refusing to help you in the store, and you won't get stares from customers. 21. You can purchase shoes that match your gender expression without having to specially order them so they fit you right. 22. No stranger who ever checks a government-issued ID will glare or give you looks or question you because of the picture and the name on your ID, because your name or sex does not match the believed picture and name on that card. 23. Being able to check the box of what your gender is on a form without someone telling you you're lying or you're wrong or saying that they cannot accept it. 24. You do not have to fear interactions with police officers due to your gender. 25. You're able to go places with friends on a whim without wondering if there's any bathrooms you can use there. 26. You don't have to convince your parents of your true gender, or you don't have to earn your parents' and siblings' love and respect all over again. 27. You don't have to remind your friends and your family and your relatives of the proper pronouns to be using. 28. You don't have to deal with old photographs that do not reflect who you truly are. And there are many, many more privileges that we get that we don't even realize. And we need to be aware of this because there's so many transgender people who are suffering. Realize they're struggling with these things and don't stare, don't gawk, don't joke. It's not funny. It's someone's identity you're talking about here. Use the right pronouns. Be respectful. That's all I think for now, and thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more. Bye! Also, feel free to check out my many other forms of social media.